Do we tape that, Barbara?
Oh, the late night show.
Yeah.
Can I mention that my character and another character are like me?
No, absolutely not.
We're about to be.
Not yet.
Monty, where?
Lindsay
Lindsay was sitting there.
Alright, wait.
Let's give it another chair. Grab a chair.
Bring them out. Oh.
Pull it over.
Oh. Oh.
That's
Oh.
You're like the godfather of the team.
Yeah. He's the dad.
We can pretend like he's Jesus and we'll be like,
I'm just gonna be like,
Monty's gonna start off the stream with, "Oh, why, hello, I didn't see you there."
the Red Bull.
this is why you should like me for governor.
It's true.
Do you remember that?
Can we get Nick's puppy in here just because?
Yes.
Puppy.
Hello, Rebel.
Careful, he might record us.
Rebel's so big.
Don't hit any of the things. Hello, puppy. Why are you limpy?
My drink's so far
Why are
away.
you all limpy? Why are you all limpy? Huh?
Hey,
No,
puppy.
stay here. Stay here.
Who is the dog you are?
Why is he all limpy?
He had his ball.
Dude.
Yeah.
Oh.
You're a dog, but not a man.
Foreskin!
Snap skin, snap cut.
You can be Team Foreskin. I'm also Team Foreskin.
Are you gonna drool on my lap?
That's appropriate, right? That makes sense,
That's
right?
my lap.
We're Team 3 skin.
I seem to only own one shirt.
Yeah, you wear black side.
You team player.
Monty. Team Foreskin. Hold on, I'm gonna knock him and knock will be the cue. Okay, ready?
Alright.
Oh my God! Hey, thanks for joining us.
I was like, as the world turns.
Get on the same page. Yes, we're live.
We should have had a Veronica Corningstone when one person's looking that way and everyone's just like, damn it.
Today we have.
What is
So wait, are we live or what?
Yeah,
We're
oh my
live!
fucking God! Yes, we're live. We have Aaron Zek as Blake Belladonna, Barbara Dunkelman as Yang Shalong, Lindsay Tuggy as Ruby Rose, Monty Ohm as the devilishly handsome creator and dude and animation director guy.
Sup?
Carrie Shawcross, currently hiding behind an energy drink.
A
He's
very large energy.
he's partner writer and does the things. And there's me. I also help write. Thank you for joining us. So what
My
is
phone
you
went
guys
off.
want to talk about?
Everything and
Let's
anything.
talk about RWBY.
Yeah.
So, in this week's episode of Red vs. Blue.
Yeah, that's like 40 cents an episode.
That's mad.
That's cheaper than
the
Netflix.
Yeah.
Hey!
Hey, come on in.
Hey, I like your
Shannon.
Hi,
Shannon McCormick, everybody.
What's going on, dude?
Nothing much. Voice of Washington and a future character that we're going to see in an hour.
I give you a chair.
Oh man, this fresco is terrible. It's fresco is fresh.
Fresca is not a sponsor.
It's not that great.
I want to make sure Monty is. I'll just blur in the background.
Is it really
as his fitting.
Fiji?
Barbara, I thought you were in San Diego.
No.
Fuji, Fiji.
Kara's
This is
Kara and Kathleen.
It's just Kara and Kathleen. Oh, okay.
Yes.
And then I'll be there Saturday and Sunday with Chris Demoray.
Yes.
And I will be all alone.
I'll be with you.
Hey,
Probably getting a cat.
do we have, oh, don't talk about the cat.
Oh,
don't talk about the
you guys
cat.
are getting a cat?
We might get a
Stop
kid.
it.
Let's
Kitty
talk
might
about
get a
the
kid.
cat.
Let's talk about the kid.
This is Miles and Aaron are getting a kid.
I don't know yet. We're gonna figure it out. This is not a time. People don't want to hear about a kitten.
I think probably.
I think people want to hear about
Have we walked into a
We're going to talk about
domestic
domestic
situation?
Hey, let's go to questions.
Question!
Oh, hey, no, wait, let's introduce Maggie real quick. Maggie.
Maggie!
This is Maggie.
Is that you say last name?
She's cool.
Yeah. She's
Maggie.
our production coordinator. That was Adam, our production butt in front of camera.
This is a very important role.
Sweet butt.
Maggie,
Oh,
Maggie was also the voice of Melanie and Milsha, the twins from
Yeah.
I really wish we could get a ring.
We should like teach him a lesson.
Can you come in and do a voice?
Do it!
There.
Doing pretty good so far.
So, Jeff, what do you do for RWBY?
Everything. Basically, if anything breaks, I try to fix it.
Yep.
And software and hardware, and then also
When we get new
do
people,
renders.
you set up the computers for them.
Do that. Orientations.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, it's totally not your job either. No, I just gave it to you and you're like, tough. You know what passes the time.
Hey.
What little level we have on it.
Where's the
come on.
puppy?
Hey.
All right, we got animators.
Yes.
Good to see you.
Austin Hardwick, animator.
Sweet.
Dustin Matthews, animator.
There's a
That's the
screen
edge
out
right
there.
there.
We're listening to this.
It's a little
Yay!
floaty.
I got really excited.
Yeah.
Oh.
These guys are both awesome animators that worked on season 10 as well.
Yes.
Do you recognize the
You're
individual?
off skin. Stop it.
Yeah, I know.
Austin is the worst.
We have to make sure everybody knows Austin's name because all I saw was a lot of chatter of what RTX was pink-haired guy.
Yeah, pink-haired guy. So his name is Austin.
Yeah, no, seriously, there was like people going, I like pink-haired guy.
Gender Bench Alley.
Oh, John.
He's the other pink-haired employee.
Austin, you're hosting Gauntlet Season 2. Congratulations.
Great.
Are you really?
No, he's not. No, he's absolutely not.
It's like, that's pretty badass.
Could you imagine that?
I offered for the first episode to be all like, hey, what's up?
So, well, we're doing questions.
He would show up late for every episode.
Hey. Order. So we're doing questions?
We are.
Okay.
Hold that money, laying down the law. Someone wants to know what everyone's favorite anime is.
That's a big question. I think they're dubbing that right now.
Oh, are they? I'll get back to watching it at Hulu on my box, but.
So you change your answer?
Yeah, I changed my answer. It was Azumanga only because that was the first like true anime that I watched, but now it's Sword Art Online. Suicha! Asuna!
Racism. Next question.
So there's a question.
Aaron, if you like
A question for the voice
If you like
actors.
Osmond Dial, there's.
Let's talk about this
Yeah.
later. Voice actor question. What was your favorite line to record without giving anything away?
Oh, Jesus.
That's gonna be
well-
really hard.
It's gonna be really hard to say.
At this point, especially.
I enjoyed yelling.
I think
I was
they
very
enjoyed
young.
me doing efforts the most.
Yeah.
There was like
Efforts
a
was the best.
punching sequence where I sounded like I was going.
Carrie and Miles did make a big point when we recorded. They're like, if you do efforts and efforts are like punching noises or fighting sounds, and he was like, it either sounds like you're having sex or you're pooping.
Yeah.
Like really bad.
That's the
Or
game
both
to
at the
play.
same time. If you
Yeah.
really
Oh,
felt it.
jeez.
So Carrie would after
Yeah.
a line, Carrie would be like, so is that sex or poop? And I was like, I think that was more of a poop.
Yeah. It was usually pretty unanimous, but sometimes there's a little gray area.
Carrie's apparently an
Depends on what you're
aficionado.
into.
By the way,
Let's do some efforts
let's
right now.
not do some efforts right now.
No.
That's Daniel. He's one of our editors. Very
Oh,
sorry.
hi, Daniel.
Gray should come out here. These are the
Yeah, Gray's on
Gray's
the-
busy. I think he's still
Busy.
getting the
Getting
export
the
out.
episode done.
He's
Yeah.
busy.
Don't bother Gray.
But shout out to Gray.
I'm not
What do you mean the episode's been done for a very long time? It's perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I'm drinking this Red Bull because I wasn't up till 3 in the morning.
Yeah.
I didn't see every single one of those tweets.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Gray's not here, but he also
What?
did. I mean, we talked about it on the panel, but he did voice work with
Yes.
Rurouni
Yeah.
Kenshin and King of Bandit Jane,
Yes.
which
He
is
did a
awesome.
ton of stuff.
Switch with
And
Something with pumpkins.
Swap. Great. Come on.
Oh,
You can't-
I don't
Pumpkin
know.
scissors.
I was like, I went to
He's actually
He's got like-
he's got pretty, it's actually a pretty big voice in Pumpkin Scissors.
So yeah, Gray, editor, also a voice actor in RWBY.
He'll be
and
here
voice
soon.
actor.
It's
Yeah.
really weird finally meeting him and then like watching the things he was in. I'm like, I've known your voice for years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Since
I had a fangirl moment. I was like, I used to watch you a lot in 7th grade. Is that
Is that okay?
What kind of stuff did Gray used to voice?
He did
Can I get some examples?
Rurouni Kenshin,
He was Sanosuke.
Tekken, he was Sanosuke, Pumpkin Scissors, Guyver.
yeah.
That's a wuss.
Crazy.
Was he in Inuyasha? 'Cause
No.
that's the only anime.
Richard
I
Ian.
watch.
More like Inuyasha.
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 Kagome.
Okay. Next question.
Let's not talk about other animes.
So, Monty,
Yes.
you've been posting a lot of a dinosaur and a lot of pictures involving RWBY. People want to know if that's actually going to be in the show in any way, shape, or form, or if that's just like a little gag that you are.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah.
We should find a way.
Yeah.
What-
It's one of
Life
those things-
finds a way.
It's
Love finds a way.
it's a gag until we just.
I mean, if I learn how to sew in the next,
Yeah, teach us how to sew it, Internet, and
Lifetime.
we'll do it.
I would wear mine every goddamn day. It would be the best.
You
What if you were
stop eating
sent
Miles.
customs?
Just
Yeah.
be John.
Hey, Deborah Little Children.
Any
Go to
other
the Renaissance
next
Festival.
question?
I'm looking. It's hard to read everything and
What are people saying?
I finally found Blake's outfit in Animal Crossing.
Oh,
Really?
yeah, you did
Yeah,
download
I
the QR
can
code. right?
download the QR code, and,
That's cool.
and Ruby has one, and everyone except for Blake had one, but I found one today.
Yeah.
So if you want to be Blake in Animal Crossing,
I was gonna say
there's an
earlier,
app for that.
That's pretty sweet.
Taylor, who was in here a second ago, also made custom RWBY Minecraft skins.
Yeah.
So she just started one on RWBY, but apparently she's doing the whole cast.
Yeah.
So if you want
What
one,
should
That's really cool.
I would be Blake while I play Minecraft.
what was the most difficult part in the writing process for Awesome Characters?
Man.
Page length.
Well, there was a lot because there was a lot of world building stuff that we did early on.
Yeah.
A lot of creating character. Jesus.
I mean, I think for me the biggest thing was it's like we're such big fans of 22-minute animes.
Yeah.
And it's like obviously we can't do that because we're not there yet.
We tried really hard
Yeah,
too.
we tried really hard too.
We were
So
still no.
a lot of it was like taking this idea that we had and then trying to not cut or just anything, but kind of like get it into this manageable form. I
Yeah.
think that was like a big.
Yeah, that was really tough. We wanted to, yeah.
It's like we want to make sure we tell a big enough story.
Yes.
So was that more difficult than actually like coming up with plot lines and
Um,
character stuff?
No, actually, the plot lines were I think the hardest. Like once we had something, once we had an outline, script like wrote it. I mean that was easy.
One of the
actually.
yeah, it was during we were still doing RWBY 10 stuff, and
Yeah.
I remember this is when I was staying in your condo. I got home at like 3 and tried to go to sleep, but we had just had to talk about Ruby.
Yeah.
I couldn't stop thinking about stuff, and then I had this idea for this big backstory thing, and I could not go back. I wrote it down, and then I couldn't go back to sleep, so I was like, fuck it. So I went back in at 3:30. I was like, guys, look at this thing,
Yeah.
and we all talked about it, and then I don't think we slept the rest of the night. We just
Yeah.
we took that and then we ran with it and then did more stuff. So world building and figuring out the rules of the universe, I think, was a really tricky part.
I think my favorite part about Gil's writing was whenever you guys would be at the apartment and just acting everything out while you were trying to write down the script. So like Miles would play Ruby and Weiss, and then Carrie would play everybody else, and they just make voices at each other.
Yeah.
It's really fun
Which
to
of the
watch.
4 girls did you like playing as the most when we were writing?
I was like Yang.
I always like Weiss.
I was gonna say you're a really good Weiss, especially when we're in the recording booth and like I'm playing off Weiss and Miles is being like super bitchy. He's like,
Unbelievable!
excuse me. Like, well,
You got like your sassy pants on.
I guess so. Not only RVB voices do you imitate, you're imitating.
There was one time where you were in the booth and I was like, Ruby! On the other side of the door.
I've seen you showing animators too how you want Weiss to behave, and those are the hands you go with. You're like, no, excuse me, girlfriend.
So people want to know how nervous we are right now.
Right now.
I'm too tired to be nervous.
Yeah.
Produce that I know, and then I get to be involved in this, and you're just like, wow.
Yeah,
It's pretty crazy.
very
It's
overwhelming.
so crazy.
Yeah.
So crazy.
Still look awesome.
Very good. Now I'm all nervous.
Yeah.
Now my hands are all sweaty.
I'm always with that.
Who else is on there? Is that Harley?
Yeah.
Harley! 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 Harley!
Yeah.
See, we're still working.
Working woman.
What's up?
Yeah.
Very talented.
We got an actual girl to play some of the girls this time.
Yeah. So we don't all look like boys when we walk.
Yeah. They
All
don't
the
sit
girls
down
in
and they're
movies
like
are dicks.
spread.
Well, I also worked on season 10.
As you can tell, we're still working hard,
Yeah.
but we'll get back to it. Say hi.
This is like our 2-hour break now.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm the only one. I'm leaving now.
Someone wants to know how much
Bye,
improv.
Harley.
Bye guys. Bye Harley. Someone wants to know how much improv we've done during voice recordings.
A lot.
Pretty fair amount.
Yeah,
Especially Ruby.
I think
Yeah,
it depends on the
sure.
character though.
Yeah, I
It depends on the character. It depends on the moment too. Like there's sometimes where it's like, most of the time it's like it doesn't matter if the line is written or read exactly like it's written. Like we don't care that much.
Yeah.
It's for a lot of scenes. It's like we need you to say this here, so you might as well just say this here. But then like we got ad lib from you in a later chapter that is the guys got the most laughs out of
Is it what I
everything.
think it is?
Yeah, it is. It's gotten the most laughs out of everything.
I will say, a lot of when we were still figuring out. When we were figuring out characters, like not even who was going to play characters, but when we were still figuring out characters, we just started throwing people in the booth together and would just improv a scene.
Yeah.
And that's how like we got a lot of Weiss from improv. We discovered Jean from improv.
Who? What character are you talking about?
Nobody, nothing. Never mind.
Well, especially for recording me, I mean, Carrie and I like load up on Red Bull before we record, so we're hyper as shit.
Yeah.
So we're playing off each other.
That's for reference.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. So,
It's a face for it.
Do you remember when we first put Aaron in the booth? We didn't even know. Like,
yeah.
We just came up with like 3 characters just by you improving.
Yeah. That was
And we had like a list of guys that you played too.
Yeah.
It's like, now play cool guy. Now
Do you
play.
guys get hyper
And
and go off them and go like, and
Well-
like do weird noises and shit that
You get the
becomes
most
a
hyper
thing?
ever.
Yeah, so my character's pretty like chill out anyway, so I try to be as mellow as possible.
More like saucy.
Yeah. It was fun trying to do a bunch of different reads of certain scenes to make everything flow better. But it was pretty.
So there was a congratulations in the chat to Lindsay for being the spoiler and not spoiling anything yet. They wanted to say congratulations on that.
Well, I mean, it's only.
Yeah, we still have
It's only
35
400.
minutes.
You got
Yeah, it's a little more.
Everyone dies. The end. Dumbledore dies.
After the first episode too.
Yeah.
Someone's asking where's Kara. She's at Comic-Con right now.
Yeah.
They're actually signing.
We said that our there can have more room.
Yes.
Because we kind of packed it at the beginning.
Yeah.
Personality-wise, did anything change where like you totally thought this was going to be this type of character, but then through the process of writing, you're like, oh, I misunderstood. They're actually more brave or something than you expected.
We did have 2 characters, which I won't go into detail about, but are essentially they're not comic relief characters. That's not their only thing.
No, it's not at all.
Absolutely not. But
they do make almost every scene they're in comic.
yeah, I don't think we realized how much we were gonna like them.
Yeah.
and how important they would.
That
be.
was one of the hardest things that we had early on was because Monty had ideas for a bunch of characters and a bunch of plot points and stuff, and for these 2 characters in particular, it was only about a 2-sentence description for each of them.
Yeah.
It was like X is powerful, and it's like, well, what does that mean?
Yeah.
So I remember we were at your apartment. We had a Papa John's special pizza or whatever.
I think we had that and we had the meats.
And the meat, we had
Candles.
John's favorite and the meats.
Yeah.
Then we played Minecraft, and then we sat back down and put it together. Like, okay, what if X is like Y and A is like C? And we're like, okay, and we like that might work. And then
Yeah.
once we wrote the scene, we read it back and we're like, that worked.
Yeah.
And now
And
every scene
then we
put-
tried to put them in more and more
we tried to put
scenes
them in
and
every
all-
scene.
Yeah.
So yeah, we just kind of had to figure out through writing their dialogue.
Yeah.
Sweet drop.
and it clicked.
So there's a question. I lost it now, but there's a guy asking that he's not typically into anime. What about the show will interest him or make him enjoy it, even if he doesn't like anime?
Because all the dumb shit that anime typically does, we won't.
There you go. And all the good stuff they do.
We'll only do it when we want to.
Yeah, hopefully it'd be just the story and the character, and yeah, that's what I like.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like a lot of the action sequences you can connect to. I mean, obviously people are very familiar with Monty's work now, so they can usually
Yeah.
recognize a Monty action sequence. But
Action
I feel like
action is pretty universal.
yeah, I feel like you pulled out even more of the stops with the weapon design too. So
Yep.
that's coming together.
Yeah.
Taylor.
Hey.
That's a girl.
Yeah.
Oh, again?
When's it gonna be?
Reiterate.
Yeah.
Do you know?
We're gonna reiterate this now and then one more time at the end, just in case it happens.
Oh yeah, shh, guys, quiet.
All right.
Important
If
stuff.
you're gonna talk on the stream, if not, leave.
It's a very small room.
Yeah, the mic's
Yeah,
not
if you're not
great.
talking,
Yeah.
not to be that guy.
Yeah. And I'll be that guy. I don't care.
Friends.
Yeah.
I love everyone here.
Love you.
Except for Patrick.
Patrick
You
said.
drawing wieners again?
That is
I swear to
It's all
God.
Shane.
They're drawing a bunny acorn.
That fake made out of
A bacon.
Don't. Okay.
So they talked about this on the Comic-Con, the MTV stream. We're just gonna reiterate. So there are 10 chapters to RWBY, Volume 1.
Volume 1.
We're gonna be releasing them as 16 episodes of varying length. Just because we need to, just for a couple different reasons.
Just for
But it's
internet release, yeah.
Yeah, but that is the number of episodes. So it will be a release of 16 episodes. The easy thing is come back every Thursday.
Yeah.
And there'll be an episode.
Yes.
You know.
Thursday at 5 for sponsor, 7 for the public.
Public.
And
And
6:30
6:30 for users, registered users.
Why point to me?
Because you were saying it!
She's a
You were
registered
using it!
They're telling secrets. Chat wants to know, or unless you guys have something to know.
Oh, we will say, Volume 1 does not mean Season 1.
Yes.
We will be taking a mid-season break after Volume 1 to do cool shit.
Yeah.
Because
Plus we need
we're only so many people
Yeah.
and only have so much money.
Yeah. Yeah. What were you saying?
Someone wants to know, for everyone who's doing a voice in the series, how did you react to finding out that you got the part? Or that you would be voicing this character?
Well, I knew the moment they told me I was going to be a writer that I was going to be voicing about half of the cast. I don't know.
I think for you it was easy just because it's like, we just knew from the beginning.
Oh, I'm gonna tell an awesome story.
Matt plays Sarge in RWBY.
You guys are talking about those
I
crossovers.
told you, Miles, I want to play Surge. The Spanish Sarge.
Girls!
So flamenco music.
Jeez, we'll give him another huge. All your characters need to have outrageous
a mustache.
mustaches.
What would be his power, sir?
His mustache.
Shut up, Barbara.
What would be his power surge?
I'm gonna pour this in your laptop.
So we I was doing some lines towards the end of season 10 last year, and was leaving, and Monty's like, "Come here, check this out," and showed me some of the early footage. I was like, "Oh man, this is great." And then was like, oh, we want you to do something, and then it was like, we don't know if we can bring anybody who's not staff on to do something, and it was like, whatever, and then I sent Miles an email saying like, hey, what's up with that show you guys are doing? And he's like, oh, we're casting right now, come on in. And I came in, and I read for 2 roles, and the one that I got, I crushed it. And I was like,
Yeah,
they're
you
going to
did.
cast me. And it turned out, and I feel really bad because Matt read for that role, and I feel
You had
like
to bring up my secret shame.
I feel really bad, dude.
I also read for Wash. I never told you that.
Oh, really?
Wait, is it? Oh.
It's
No,
surprised
but
you guys aren't
you
fired
beat me. You beat me fair and square.
Okay, cool.
And it's the last time you're interviewing for anything. You're
Oh,
done.
God dang it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll say, we cannot talk about it at all yet, at all ever, but Matt has something later that's gonna be good.
Ooh.
Yeah, he does.
Ooh, awesome.
Yeah, we cannot talk a single bit about it at all, but it's gonna be great.
In Ruby?
You
Yeah,
were
he does.
fantastic to animate.
What?
Yeah, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Don't even worry about it.
Sweet.
We're very selective about what we're talking about.
I think it's the writing.
Lindsay, how did you react?
Bye, Matt. I'm sorry.
Sorry, Matt, I'm not.
See you, Greg.
Damn it, Greg. I've been a huge anime nerd since 6th grade, so when Monty said we were doing an anime, like way early on, this is like almost a year ago, I had a freak out, and I was like, oh, that sounds like the coolest thing ever. I would love to see an anime at Rooster Teeth. And he was just telling me about the world and everything, and that was incredible, and he had all that planned out. But he actually talked to me in the kitchen the first time, and he was like, hey, what do you think about doing RWBY?
Why does everyone do their impression of you?
She's very like,
Hey.
And so,
Come on,
we all start with hey.
What does he goes? Hey.
That's
a lot.
And then he tells you the message.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, but he asked me in the kitchen, and of course I like peed myself with excitement, almost quite literally.
Good thing it was tile floor.
Yeah, it was all good. We mopped it up. But yeah,
I'm drinking a Red Bull. It looks like pee.
For weeks after that too, I was like, I'm sure they'll find something else or some other way, but it just ended up that it was stuck, and I still don't believe it. It feels like it's unreal. I don't feel like I'm
Well,
here right
for
now.
anybody who doesn't know, Lindsay does an awesome job, and you'll
Yeah.
find
she
out
does.
An amazing job.
in about.
Everyone does a badass
So,
job.
are
Are
you
you kidding me? This is gonna be so awesome.
Babs?
Oh, yeah, it's pretty much the exact same. Monty came up to me. I was like, hey. How would you feel about playing Goldilocks? And I go, yeah.
You know, I'm looking up like that.
yeah.
You're so tall.
Yeah, I'm not tall.
It's the thinking.
Yeah. Ooh, let's do this.
Yeah.
No!
Hashtag
Let's talk about the show.
No, so Miles
Ginger snap?
knew that I had had a background in theater. Like I went to high school, I went to a special arts high school, and in college I've always kind of missed doing all of the voice stuff and acting, and so I was just really excited just to audition for it. And I don't think I found out until I was in France, and I actually had to do like a table read while I was in France.
Oh,
I
yeah.
remember that.
Me
I have a
Yeah.
picture from that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did a table read, and it was
Or Skype
like
with you.
3 o'clock here and like 8 o'clock at night there, and we Skyped.
Wasn't your host family sleeping and you had headphones? You're like, hey guys, I can't be too loud.
Yes, that's exactly what it was.
It was weird. It was weird because Monty early on told me, hey. So we should try and keep as many of our voice actors inside because it's hard coordinating with people that aren't from Rooster Teeth. I was like, okay. I was like, does Blake? Does Erin do acts? Does she do voice acts?
Does she
I was
do
like,
acting?
does she do what? He's like, yeah, you should have her come in. So the thing, it was odd. I don't know. I never really told you this, but it was strange for me because I didn't. Obviously, I would have a bias, like in any sort of like audition process. So that's why I went to you. I was like, Monty told me to tell you there's a thing. If you are interested, let me know. I will inform Monty. And you're like, of course. I go, Monty, Erin Zek has accepted your invitation. You may audition her as you please. And then at the end of every audition, I go, all right, cool. You guys decide. I didn't want there to be any bias, so yeah. Then after every audition, I go, yeah, you guys figure it out. Tell me yes or no, and I will either be rejoiced or disappointed. Doesn't matter. You guys make the choice.
So I have a question for you guys. So Barbara and Lindsay, you guys are used to doing like the podcasts and stuff. So boom, or live stream, whatever. Boom, it's up. Is it weird recording like the fact that you recorded these lines months ago, and,
Yeah.
and it's like, oh wait, what did I say? Like I get lines quoted back to me that I'm like, well, I don't remember. Dude, I don't remember doing that.
I'm sure you know super well that it's like, oh, I don't remember this, and that's how it is in podcasts. I'm like, I made that joke. Oh, I'm sure
okay.
it was funny. Yeah, but that's why the panel was so cool at RTX, because it was weird to finally, after we've watched the episodes a couple times after they'd finished the animation, and we thought it was awesome. But there's no laugh track, and you can hear the audience laughing at things that you recorded in the booth, or like a joke that you thought was funny. You're like, oh, I forgot, I laughed at that the first time, but I heard it so many times, I just kind of like
Right.
forgot about
Yeah.
it. Like, oh,
Right.
it's like beautiful
Yeah.
and lively again.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's so hard to stay disconnected from things when you watch it a million
I know.
times.
And it's hard to like stay away from it because you know it's there.
Yeah, and it's like especially like we have to watch it a
Yeah.
million times. So it's like you have to remember how you felt about it the first time.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah, it's real. Like at a certain point, you're like, oh, I hope this is still funny.
Yeah, it's like
so
this joke
hard.
is not funny anymore. It's like no wait, I thought it was funny the first time. It's okay.
And once you get a
It's
fresh
bad,
pair of
bad.
eyes, once you get a fresh pair of eyes, it makes you feel better.
Yeah.
I'm gonna return.
Um,
Have you guys I was editing during the first part, like just all the amazing fan response on Twitter and
Yeah.
Twitter and all the cosplay.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh, he wants to use the
Oh no, but now get the cat made.
You want
That trend is it's not gonna be trending anymore.
get the dog.
Get the dog.
Office puppies all around.
If he pee-pees on me, I'm gonna be sad.
I'll be earlier.
Right, where did you get that Topo Chico? Is there one?
It's not the
Oh man,
capability.
is this Fresca's?
This is Nick, an animator.
Hey, wave the camera. Did everything just go chaos when the dogs came in?
Yeah.
We're on no puppy
Oh, I was gonna ask you if you get my water.
Oh.
Wow, that's too
Well, this
late.
is awkward.
Do you wanna what?
So let's just start the file with Jordan's new Nyan Cat loop.
Oh my god, I saw
Awesome.
this.
Welcome to RWBY!
We should do that for Ruby. And it would be Ruby.
That's not bad.
So we write that down.
Yes.
Jordan, we have something for you.
Whenever you're ready.
Oh, I think it's worth pointing out. Monty, obviously, creator director of the show. Carrie and I wrote the show. Since beginning production on the show, Carrie has been promoted to co-director of
Yes.
RWBY. So yeah!
And he fell asleep from his second.
Why?
I'm just kidding.
Why? No, Carrie totally steps in and helps do a whole bunch of shit and just like the bee's knees and stuff. So he's no.
You still nursing?
Don't worry.
Yeah. Dude, you're the bee's knees.
I see what you did there.
Yeah.
They'll know soon.
It's really funny when you guys are talking about like remembering lines and stuff. Lindsay like memorized
Yeah.
Yes.
that shit. Like she has her like binder of scripts and everything, and just like has it almost word for word. I think like
Yeah.
the entire first.
Well, especially for
chapter.
you, your character talks really fast.
True. Yeah. Michael made fun of me. One for being a nerd for having like the binder. Like I put the little sticky flaps that are like chapter 1, and you can like immediately turn to them. And I highlighted like character, props, location, and then like new people that come in that happen to me. It's like this is a big moment. And I highlight it.
That does not make you a nerd.
Maggie does it too.
That's what Maggie does. That's her job.
That's her job.
Sorry, amazing production coordinator.
This is our production coordinator, Maggie.
Hey.
Yeah.
Everybody who works on the show is extremely talented.
Yes.
And then she runs away again.
Bye, Maggie.
It's wild. It's wild. The studio is now just like this room full of freaking amazing talent.
Yeah.
Like it's
Because it wasn't before.
even more so now.
No,
It's
the
jam-packed.
studio was just me, so it's still amazing.
This is an interesting question.
Yeah.
Now that the roles have been assigned to the cast members and everyone, do you guys feel like in writing you're trying to tailor it more to the voice actor in a way, like suiting their personality and their style, or is it?
I don't know. I think it kind of met in the middle. Like
Yeah.
I know like
Characters do evolve.
characters evolve anyways, and I think it's one of those things that's like some of the characters we had people in mind when we started, so we kind of already started doing that. But then after that, I mean, I think everybody's done such a great job with the voice acting in general that it's kind of like we don't need to, but we certainly like think about that. Like when we're writing Yang, we think about the fact that it's gonna be Barbara.
Yeah.
When you guys voice, do you feel like sometimes it goes out into the real world with you, like your character, and you start acting more like them than yourself, like after recording sessions? Or am I just a weirdo?
I think
Miles does his character voice more than I'm sure he'd like to.
I don't mean to.
You don't notice it, but you do it all the time.
Like during sex.
Oh,
Get the cat.
Mom is watching this!
nice.
Now she knows.
She knows.
She knows.
Sorry, Beverly.
Hi, Beverly. Hi, Charlie.
So, people are asking
Sorry.
if RWBY is going to be more comedy-based or more action-adventure-based.
Yes.
Yeah, yes.
So, yes.
Can it not be both?
Yeah, why not both?
You gotta pick one.
It's like that taco shell commercial.
Yeah.
Why not
It's
both?
very similar to what
Yeah.
Red vs. Blue is, where there's a lot of comedy involved, but it's also action and adventure, and
Yeah.
sci-fi and mystery.
You know, and one thing we have is, you know, with RVB, it was essentially that was almost. Obviously, they combined a ton, but that was almost two storylines.
Yes.
It was like there's almost a comedic storyline and then an action storyline. But we have the ability with RWBY. It's like we starting it at the beginning that way. So I think that shaped it a little bit differently,
Yeah.
which is not better or worse. It's just different.
A lot of times you'll find comedy in the action, and
Yeah.
yeah, that's cool. You're nifty.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
just helps that we're doing anime.
Yeah.
Are the RWBY girls related, or what makes them relevant to each other? You will find out.
Yeah.
I
Watch.
think it has been revealed that RWBY and Yang are sisters.
Yes.
Yeah.
So.
But other than that, you will find out.
There's another animator.
Animator.
Hey.
Follow the internet.
What's your
This
name?
is Adam.
Markley.
Markley.
This is the guy who makes it who doesn't blink his character.
Yeah.
They don't need to
Follow
blink.
Twitter.
Tears are just streaming down Ruby's eyes.
They're 100% extreme at all points in
They've
time.
got narrative context
Really
in it's
frightening.
fine. Yeah.
We're not a spoiler. Well,
It's like the
Yeah.
feature in our
Just see a fly land in it. And
Oh,
Oh, come on, man.
It's like in like cartoons in the 90s when they did a thing that was like super realistic.
Oh, that was
all of a
crazy.
sudden.
Ren
Yeah.
Stimpy all the time.
Yeah. They did a SpongeBob song.
They did an Adventure Time
Yeah.
too. Usually it's like zooms up on their
Yeah.
face.
It's just like. Yeah.
Any more in the chat?
I'm looking.
Dory's water.
Yee, Squidward.
Miles.
What?
Is it difficult to direct your girlfriend?
Yeah.
It said Miles.
It's kinda weird.
Miles seems very nice, and it would be hard for him to say, "Well, that's good," but
But
No, I mean, I think I don't know. Do you? I don't know.
I turn it off whenever I work in the booth with Miles and Carrie or whoever's there. I turn it off.
Yeah, no, she gets
Yeah.
in a character and yeah. It's not bad.
I've used him at one point to pretend to punch me so I could do efforts. And
Oh,
I think
yeah.
that was made possible because I felt comfortable enough with you.
Yeah.
But other than that, you're the director and I'm the actor.
You still felt weird about it because I remember after you recorded, you were in the studio and you were like, "Oh, I had to like punch Aaron."
It was weird. I remember it was weird.
had to.
Yeah.
Cat.
Yeah. It was weird.
No!
It wasn't even a fight scene. I don't know why you did that.
And then we recorded.
Yeah.
She just brought me in and told me to hit her. I don't.
Yeah.
Still
I'm
looking.
almost empty.
I smell like
I had
puppy.
finished earlier.
RWBY PSAs, will they ever happen? I'm guessing.
Oh,
I'm guessing.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
I'll be down.
keep your eyes open.
Yeah, maybe.
Never blink.
Don't blink. See?
You missed that.
You missed a PSA.
No, no.
Someone wants to know if we're allowed to give out the ages of the character for main girls.
Oh yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
65.
Yeah. So
But you look great.
Weiss, Blake, and Yang are 17, and Ruby's 15.
Yep.
So RWBY is the youngest.
And it's it's not like weird science fiction ages. Like they're just 15 and
Yeah.
17.
So like Rule 34 is really weird, so you should
Oh
stop.
god. I'm not talking about that.
So
You should stop.
any of that stuff, it's inappropriate.
I mean, we don't want to stop anybody. It's their hobby. I'm just saying. I'm not gonna go look at it.
If
I'm
you're
just
being
saying.
creative.
Yeah.
Art.
Yeah.
Learn pleasure.
I don't want to hamper anybody.
No.
Will the settings in the trailer be in the show itself, or are they just for the trailers?
You should watch the show.
Yeah.
That's our answer to every question.
Yeah.
Just watch.
Yeah, good idea for a live stream, guys.
Yeah.
I'm-
Right before.
I'm constantly on a train. I never get off train. Like trains are my thing.
What's on a train?
Blake's on a train. I wanted that post to get made. We had Weiss so serious, Yang in the baby. I wanted Blake's on a train.
Yang in there.
I really wanted that to be the song for that train.
Blake's on a train.
Jeff and Casey Williams present Blake's on a train.
What is that? I burn.
Oh no.
I burn.
No.
I see that, and I'm just like, you should probably get that checked out, Yang. That's weird. Shut up. The sequel to that song. We're gonna make one called I Itch. I Itch.
I itch. Gross.
Everyone's favorite trailer.
Ooh, it's tough.
How
Yang.
many people who didn't work on them?
Okay, yeah.
Oh man.
Love Yang.
Why? Man, put me on the
Don't.
spot.
We won't look at you if that helps.
Well, I mean, I have a reaction to it because I like the red trailer the best, probably because Monty showed it to me before he showed it to anybody else, or not anybody else, but before the public saw it. And I was like, oh man, this is
You know,
really
personal
cool.
connection to that one.
Yeah, I had a personal connection to that one, and then I knew the rest of them were coming out, but I watched them like everybody else just when they were released on the site. I mean, I think maybe Monty showed me a couple things early, but that one I was like, this thing's gonna be big, guys.
Oh, I love them all. Yeah, the red one has a special place in my heart for kind of a similar reason. I really grooved on yellow though, and then you can go find a certain bootleg still. You can watch the real thing here shortly. But there's another one that's kind of a trailer that is also just awesome. I've just been dying to loose this thing on the world
Oh,
for a
I
long
think that's
time
gonna
now.
be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
We showed it at the panel.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, no, so it's,
Something we showed at the
it's,
panel.
it's kind of out.
Oh,
Yeah.
right. I know now I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did.
Sure you did.
Should have done against your head.
Yeah.
I don't mean to
I thought
oversell
that
it.
was a different
but-
word.
It'll
Yeah.
be just
This is what happens when we talk in secrets.
Wait half an hour.
Everyone whisper.
Questions?
Anybody else have to?
Question.
What was y'all's favorite one to work on?
Black and yellow.
Black and yellow.
Black and
Yellow,
yellow.
black and yellow, black and
Black and yellow.
I have a question. Does Blake speak other languages? Because that would be missing. That's
Watch the show!
Because I remember one of the things you're like, okay, so Monty has heard that you speak French. Prepare something to say to him. And I was so nervous that day. I was like, I'm gonna ruin everything. It's gonna be the worst thing ever.
Fromage.
I hate that so much.
Omelette.
Every single time.
Hey, Aaron, I hear you speak French. That's my mom.
That'd be cool.
Her alter ego only
Secret
speaks.
Russian.
The door's getting hot in here.
I know one
What's
Russian.
the commercials for
The
it?
door's
It's too
getting.
loud.
Oh, okay.
Wow, wow.
It's too loud.
All right.
What's those Muzzy commercials where it's like, Je suis la jeune fille?
Oh my
Je
god.
suis la jeune fille.
Why'd you turn to a child when you did that too?
Because
Because
it's
she's saying I'm a
Oh,
girl.
okay, never mind.
Do the baby voice.
That's what
I know
saying.
She's an actor. I know English.
It's a little girl.
Why isn't Weiss's name pronounced Weiss?
Oh, you've been waiting to answer this question.
Well, the map isn't here, but the world is an interpretive world. It's not the exact world. The same way we say yang, and I guess if you really wanted to say it right, you go yang. Like seriously.
That's racist. Hey,
It's like, okay, look at the map. Do you see Germany? Do you see China? No, shut the fuck up.
Oh.
Hey, remember that?
Weiss.
Remember that really good Last Airbender movie they made where Aang was named Ong because it should have technically been named Ong? No.
Don't
Yeah, doing that.
That movie
Wait.
doesn't exist.
Wait,
No, M. Night Shyamalan can suck it.
That's not a movie.
wait, they made an Avatar movie?
That's right. Never mind. I'm not.
Long story short is the world is, again, it's an
Like
interpretation
Blackout.
of the tale. It's
Yeah.
not the actual tale.
Yeah.
Or, it doesn't have to be 100% everything it's derived from.
I did want to ask on that note, because in the beginning of the Weiss trailer, which I thought was cool, was you are heard saying German, but apparently it's not actually.
No, it's in German.
It
It is
is.
German,
Okay,
yeah.
then what does it
And,
say?
and I mean, we don't want to say, Wash me!
Yeah, it's just like.
Because all Germans sound like that.
Weiss.
Yeah, long story short, it's intentional.
Yeah, because we wanted to.
Yeah.
Because Weiss sounds cool.
Bernie always says language evolves.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
this world has evolved from language.
Lol, yellow.
So Monty, someone was asking if you're going to be doing something with the RWBY character similar to what you did for Dead Fantasy,
Oh, like what? What do you want?
like that dance.
Oh, sure. Absolutely.
I thought they meant like a show with them. It's like
I love all the questions. Everything has been watch, maybe, I don't know, and then that one he's like, yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna make him dance.
I do what I want.
Make him dance.
Just remember when you see them dancing, it's him.
It's all Monty.
What? Yeah, good. I'm good at
Do
that.
my old lady dance.
Do you both have the dancing?
Yeah, of course I do.
Nice.
Demon.
Got a mocap high heels.
Okay, one last one.
more. No.
Are we touching tips?
Crossing streams.
Trunks and Goten, right?
We be.
No. Gotenks.
We
I remember.
be.
That's their name. When they use
Oh,
Gotenks.
yeah.
I can remember.
What you're asking is what would our
Mary.
like
Mary.
celebrity come Mary?
Mary.
Mary or Kyle's? Kyle's.
I like
Are
Mary.
you
Mary makes me think of Lord of the Rings.
Next question.
Yeah, I'm
People
so
want to
confused.
know how often we look at Tumblr and other fan-submitted content.
Every
All
day.
the time.
Every day.
It varies when we
Yeah.
have time for it. You know?
Yeah.
I look at the RWBY
Every day.
tag on Tumblr like every day.
So keep it clean, people.
Or a day.
Or you
Or
know,
don't.
Or keep it dirty.
For
Or just send it
period.
directly.
Do you? What do you make of it?
Whatever.
I love it.
You look at it.
Crazy.
It's like the fact that that's the reaction already from just trailers. Like there's no show, no
I
videos,
know.
plot.
Isn't it crazy?
It's scary, man.
You know,
Awesome.
the creators of the Avatar series do the same thing. We live in an age where you want to track stuff and you
Right.
have immediate feedback.
It's really easy.
It's just like reading a comment, honestly.
It's crazy how big RWBY became. I think it's much larger than any of us ever thought it would be or intended it to be. I mean,
Yeah.
it's
Insane.
yeah.
What's
It's pretty overwhelming.
What's going to be crazy is I'll check later tonight. Is like I think Monty was saying, he's like, look, people are freaking out with, and they've just seen the 4 trailers.
Yeah.
Wait till they get all the other characters that they
Yeah.
haven't even seen
All the
yet.
characters to draw and
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
Like,
There's a whole bunch of
this
characters.
is like a cosplayer's dream.
Oh my
Having
God.
a new
Yes.
show. There's
Oh
so
my
many different
gosh.
styles and
Yeah.
so many different kinds.
Tumblr
of
and
many
Twitter are the
frills.
biggest ways that we've, like, you guys freak out about art all the time. You're like,
Yeah.
oh, check out this fan art, or look at this cosplay, and like Monty will show me folder upon folder that he
Yeah.
has of
Yeah.
all these cosplays.
He saves
he's done
pretty much
online.
all
Tumblr's a good, pretty much elaborate comment feed.
And
It's awesome.
It's crazy seeing like the fan made characters in fan fiction, because it's like I remember there was one post in particular where it's like somebody came up with their own character and posted it. We all looked at it, we're like, that's really close to somebody.
Yeah.
That's really close.
Wow.
It's crazy.
It's
It's
also
crazy.
cool because I follow the RWBY Confessions on Tumblr. I
Yeah,
follow
that's
that
right.
too.
No.
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
it's interesting, and I'm fine with it. I like that people, even
Isn't
if
there-
they have negative things to say, it's
Yeah.
nice to see that there's discussion. People are
Yeah.
talking about it, so
Yeah.
it's pretty cool.
I've started going to DeviantArt now because I
Yeah.
noticed that a lot of the
DeviantArt.
really great stuff comes from
Pixiv.
DeviantArt.
Pixiv
Yeah.
as
Yeah,
well.
DeviantArt's already been like a huge anime hub, right?
I
so
found
it's perfect.
I found a lot of my artists on DeviantArt actually.
Just so you know, there are 6 minutes remaining.
Okay, so let's keep,
Still,
let's keep going with the
episode
questions.
1. I know. I just want to let everyone watching know that the stream will not be embedded in the sponsor chat. So just go to roosterteeth.com to see the episode, and you'll be able to find it in the RWBY episodes on the site. Alright, ask Monty if the character's clothes are modeled separately and attached to the character, or the character included in one entity.
Nope, 180.
One entity.
So no nudes.
Nope.
Damn it.
Just a selfie.
That's what the fans do with themselves. It's fine. Sorry.
Da-da-da. I'm still looking for
Da-da-da.
questions.
No pressure, Barbara.
Yeah, we only got 6 minutes. Everyone to Barbara.
Could I
Yeah.
come drop by some celebratory chocolate by the studio for the RWBY crew?
Oh man.
I like chocolate.
It's somebody outside right now.
Yeah.
There's on the window.
Oh great!
Hey guys!
Chocolate!
Open those blinds.
Have you guys ever checked out the RWBY wiki or RWBY
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean
Wiki.
it's like the first result on Google, so
Yeah.
It's fun. It's fun seeing the names that they give things, like not just the White Castle, but
Yeah.
the Mecha Men.
Yeah.
I remember when Adam was Autumn for the longest time
Oh, yeah.
too.
What's the name of the king?
oh shit.
The what?
No.
Well, I mean, I've seen this go by as the candy cane.
We'll figure it out, we'll figure it out.
I have a name, I just can't remember. There's so many
Figure it out,
weapons.
alright.
There's
Yeah,
like a
we'll
million-
see.
Just wait 6 minutes.
There's like a million weapons, and I have all these elaborate, ridiculous names for them. So
Steve.
yeah.
It is
Hey!
Paco or Luis or Lewis, whatever you go by these days.
Yeah.
I'll always know it's Paco.
Paco.
Another member of the team.
Technical assistant.
Rebel.
It is funny on the wiki to see what people are guessing
Paco
about, like
do,
whenever
Jeff?
the first trailers are
Paco
coming
is
out.
our technical assistant.
Technical
Hey,
assistant.
Yeah.
We fixed it. I helped Jeff.
Tech ass.
Yeah.
So when shit go down, you fix it.
Yes.
Good thing you came in. We're like
So-
we're about
Yeah,
5
I
minutes away.
just remember it was like Kathleen came to me, was like, "Do you need an assistant?" And you're like, "No, I got this."
Yeah.
And then like 3 weeks later, it's like,
I can't imagine life without this guy now.
Yeah.
Oh, stop it.
We were also just talking about RWBY Tumblr. You're on Tumblr, right?
I am on Tumblr.
Yeah.
You're a
Tumblr.
user.
Your girlfriend's on
I have a Tumblr.
My
too.
girlfriend got me on Tumblr.
Sometimes
She's
I
all
heart
over
stuff.
Tumblr.
Alright, let's keep going. Let's keep
Okay,
going.
I like that.
There are 3 minutes left. Is there anything you guys want to say about the episode or to prepare people for what they should expect?
prepare your butts.
Bring an extra pair of pants.
Yes.
We love you guys, Vipers.
This is something that a lot of people have worked tirelessly on, and maybe you'll love it, maybe you'll hate it. I've had a phenomenal time. I'm trying not to curse because we don't curse in the show. But
But this isn't the show.
yeah, I know, but there could be little baby children people watching.
Fuck.
All I'm saying is,
I have to learn eventually.
To my 9-year-old
You're
cousin,
so
hello.
edgy.
we did our best to
We'll
follow.
explain that word later.
We did our best to follow the golden rule of: is this something that we'd like to watch? I
Yep.
think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we really hope you like to watch it too.
Funny.
So yeah.
Carrie, do you have anything to say?
That. Yeah.
That.
Please watch. Please.
Yeah.
Yeah. We love you guys.
Love you.
Sorry, I'm just still like struck that we're here.
Yeah, we're doing.
Because this has been pretty much a year now in the working.
Yep.
Yeah,
It was like
we are.
and then went me, then Carrie, then Miles, and then boom, down that
Yeah.
road right there, and just kept building and building.
It just hit me that we're here.
Yeah.
We should
Mine.
get dinner after this.
Everyone hug.
We're probably gonna have another meeting. Like
Now it just struck me that we're here.
There's gonna be so many screenshots of it on Tumblr.
How we just
Carrie's
wanted to
voting
not.
to start someone.
jeez.
Sorry, I crushed
You straightened out my can.
So,
I like how we had a really heartfelt message followed by Carrie's boner.
so Miles, you made a good point there because I was telling Aaron this last night. Hey, Aaron babysat my children last night, which was awesome. But I don't. My son's 10. I don't let him watch Red vs. Blue because I know he knows all those words, but I don't want to be like, hey, check it out, check it
Don't
out.
acknowledge it.
Yeah, exactly. But this show, I'm like, I'm gonna let my son watch some Rooster Teeth content, and he's only 10, so get on board.
I got all the puppies.
Monty, any final words, Monty?
If there was a... Oh yeah, Monty, any final words?
No, I already said it.
Alright.
We love feedback. Tell us how we
I like
Yeah.
puppies.
Yeah.
No feedback.
T
ever.
minus how many seconds?
We are 1
Tweet
minute
at
away.
us.
Jesus.
So thank you guys so much for coming to the live stream. We really hope you enjoy the episode. Everyone in this room and some people still in the studio worked their asses off for the show, so just remember that and enjoy it because it's awesome.
Hope you like it. Yeah.
And we hope you like it. So remember to go to richie.com to watch the episode every Thursday. 5 o'clock Central for sponsors, 7 o'clock Central for the public, 6:30 Central for registered users on richie.com. And yeah, we're really excited. And thank you all for being the best fans in the world.
So we should probably get back to work, right?
Yeah.
So too.
We love you. Go watch the episode and tell us what you think.
Let's go watch it.
Carrie, now!
You're like the mermaid in the cabin in the
You
woods.
can do it. You can do it. You can.
Oh,
Somebody else spilled beer on you. That wasn't me.
It's so wet!
That's
That's what she said, sorry.
Actually, I left my can.
Corbin says good
I don't actually know if we're still filming or not.
Yeah, I don't know what to do.
That's good.
Show some skin. Oh no, that's a terrible thing. Don't do that.